Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my pregnancy update from weeks 10 to weeks 15. So today I am 16 weeks and I am going to fill you in on what's been going on all the way from weeks 10 to 15. I was doing really well and doing these like bi-weekly, and then all of a sudden 5 weeks got away from me and here we are. So I have a long list to tell you all about what's been going on, to give you a little bit of an update if you are kind of around the same time. If you're pregnant at the same time I am and you're kind of wondering what's going on with me compared to your pregnancy, or maybe you're a little bit behind me and you're wanting to know what to expect, or if you just like to sit here and listen to me talk about my pregnancy updates, I really appreciate that too. Besides the updates, I also had a huge bag of Old Navy stuff right here that I am going to show you all. They are all baby buys for the baby. Now it's not all from Old Navy. I've got Old Navy and Target, and then one little thing that I got off Etsy as well. Now if I'm out of breath, that is because that is one major symptom of like trying to film videos and being pregnant, is being out of breath all the time. So I do apologize if I'm out of breath, but just bear with me. Okay, so around 10 weeks, I was starting to feel pretty good. My boobs were like really sore from like 10 to 13 weeks, maybe somewhere around that time. Like they weren't sore at the beginning and all of a sudden it was like they really hurt, and then it went away. Like now completely fine, but they were really sore for that very small amount of time, which is interesting because usually like all the pregnancy things were saying, oh, your soreness will be going away, and mine was like just getting there. So I was like, what is going on? But it's gone away, died down a little bit, thank goodness. Feels a lot better now. So I had a burst of energy around 11-12 weeks or so, and I was able to get a lot of stuff done. It just felt really good to finally like have that energy. I didn't feel like I needed to take a nap or two a day. Now I don't have to have a nap a day, however I am still very tired. I feel like that burst of energy that you're supposed to get in the second trimester definitely came, but it didn't last very long because now I can barely get enough sleep. And then if I don't get enough sleep, I am super grouchy, I am super moody the next day. As if I'm not already moody because of the pregnancy. If I don't get enough sleep, I am extremely moody. And when I'm talking enough sleep, I need at least 10 hours to function like a normal human being, or else I will need a nap. So it just kind of depends. I just feel like I have so many things that I want to get done that I don't want a nap, if that makes sense. Like I don't have to. So therefore I probably need to be taking a nap, but there's just so much to do that I can't fall asleep. Also, my kids don't exactly allow me to nap, so yeah, that's the other thing. As far as the morning sickness goes, I have definitely been feeling so much better. I'm still taking the B6 and the Unisom at night, only because I am terrified that if I stop, I'm gonna start feeling sick again. So next time I go to my doctor, I'm gonna ask her what she thinks I should do, if I should just continue it. It's definitely probably not hurting anything. It's just, it's diclegis pretty much, and some people take that their entire pregnancy. So if I just take it the rest of my pregnancy, it might just make me feel better to know that I'm not gonna wake up one morning and be sick. Now, all this, it was really weird. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, let's go on a walk. Like a lot of times I'll go on a walk with my boys. So we went on a walk one morning and I came back, I was feeling fine. I had eaten breakfast, and then all of a sudden, I was in the shower. Cooper was napping. I was taking a shower and I was like, oh man, I really need to eat something. I need to get out of the shower and eat something. So I get out of the shower, I start making myself a sandwich, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm gonna be sick. And I ran to the bathroom, got sick. It just like came out of nowhere because I had been feeling so good for the most part. And then this random puking episode came out of nowhere. So you're not always definitely out of the clear. That was like at 13 weeks, I think. So I thought, man, I'm feeling pretty good. And all of a sudden I'm puking again. So I'm not feeling as bloated as much as I was, which is awesome because I used to feel so bloated after eating like something so small. And it would be so annoying because I'm still hungry, but yet it doesn't feel good to eat more. So I'm really glad that by, 14-ish weeks, maybe, yeah, I'd say about 14 weeks, right out of the first trimester, definitely that bloating had definitely gone down and I could like breathe. And now my baby bump is like a real baby bump, and it's not just like my tacos that I ate this morning. I mean, it still might be a little bit of tacos, but most of it is probably baby. Also, if you did not watch my gender reveal, we do know what the gender is. So if you don't want to know and you haven't seen the gender reveal, definitely pause this video and click on the link below or find my gender reveal video, but I'll give you a chance to pause it. We are having a boy and I am very, very excited. I think a lot of people were thinking I was gonna have a girl, but like deep in my heart, I just felt like this is a boy. Like I just know that it's a boy. So if you watch my gender reveal video, you'll see me like, I am 99.99% sure it's a boy, and it definitely was. So I don't know if we're gonna have more kids. A lot of people have been asking me that. It kind of like each day changes. One day I'm like, yes, we're gonna try for one more, you know, see if we have that girl. You know, I kind of feel like I could never live the rest of my life knowing, what if we had just tried one more time and I had a girl or something. However, some days I'm like, how am I gonna have one more, like how am I gonna have this baby, much less another one? So it just kind of depends on the day that you ask me, but I know a lot of people are wondering like, are you gonna have more kids? The answer is maybe. There's no definite answer on that yet. I'll probably wait till the next one gets here to see how sane or insane I become. So we'll just kind of go with that. I'm looking at my checklist here. So about 13 weeks, I was driving in the car and I kind of felt like this little thump from the inside, and I was like, there he is. Like I remember I didn't feel Carter. He was my first one at until 17 weeks. And then I think Cooper was around, I want to say 15 weeks. And then this one, like at 13 weeks, I was like, there he is. And I think you just kind of know what the feeling is after a couple babies. And that's what my doctor said. She was like, have you felt any flutters yet? And I said, yeah, I felt a few here and there. And I said, I know it's kind of early. And she said, well, usually as your pregnancies go on, you kind of recognize that feeling a little bit more. So yeah, at a little bit past 13 weeks, I was like, oh, there he is. And it felt so cool to remember that feeling again. And you kind of forget what it feels like a little bit. And then you're reminded, oh, there really is a baby in there. And it's just really exciting because it's not those uncomfortable movements yet where they're like jabbing you with their arms and like it feels like they're biting you from the inside or something. I remember with Cooper, I was like, he was hurting me by the end of it. So there's still those really cute little flutters, and now like I actually felt one from the outside a few days ago. I had my hand, and I feel them very, very down low, but I had my hand there, and it's usually in the evening when I feel them because I'm like quiet and just laying down and just not moving around as much. But I had my hand on there and I kind of felt him like kick from the inside. It was the cutest, cutest thing. So whenever I went to have the gender ultrasound, they said that I have an anterior placenta, which means that the placenta is closer to this, like my skin, like on the outside, and then the baby is behind it, which I don't think I did not have that with Carter or Cooper, or at least I was never told. However, with both Carter and Cooper, it was super easy to find their heartbeats. And when I went in for my, not this appointment before, it was like the one before it, I want to say I was maybe like 10 or 11 weeks, I think. She had a hard time, my doctor had a hard time finding the heartbeat, and it was very, like, it made me panic at first. And if you've ever been in that situation, like, she's looking for it with a little Doppler and nothing, and she's like, you know, you're still kind of early, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer to find. And I think we were both kind of like just panicking a little bit, and then finally she found it. And then I went to my gender ultrasound and they said, oh, you have an anterior placenta, which definitely makes it a lot harder to hear their heartbeat with a Doppler, because you're having to penetrate, not necessarily penetrate, but the sound waves or whatever. I'm not going to get all scientific here, but it has to go through the placenta before it can get to the baby to hear the heartbeat. So when I went back, I told my doctor, you know, I had an electrical ultrasound and they said I had an anterior placenta, and she was like, okay, well, that makes sense. That's why it's a little bit more difficult to find its heartbeat. So we found it again. It took a little bit more time than when they used to put it on, like with Cooper and stuff, you could hear it right away. But it takes just a little bit more time when you have an anterior placenta, which is kind of annoying, but at least it's not it's not going to harm the baby in any way or harm me in any way. It's not covering my cervix or anything. That's what they said they're worried about. So thankfully I don't have to worry about that. We think we have decided on a name. Now this name has been so difficult to choose because we had a girl name picked out completely, boy name definitely not picked out. So this has been really difficult to try and agree on because my husband and I are like night and day when it comes to names. I definitely wanted to stay with the C's. However, I have been completely open to names other than C's. But this has been really, really difficult. I thought Cooper's name was hard to choose. Now choosing this one has definitely been more difficult, but I think we've settled on a name, and I don't know if we're going to reveal it before he's born. We might, but just not yet. I want to make sure that we're sold on it before I say anything, and then we'll kind of like go from there. Last but not least, I believe I have gained 5 pounds as of my 14-week appointment. Yeah, I think it was 14 weeks, maybe a little bit past 14 weeks, but I had gained 5 pounds. So that's about average for me. I gain a lot more in the very beginning, and then it definitely just kind of like tapers off to the middle towards the end. With Carter and Cooper, I gained like 17 pounds with Carter, and I gained less with Cooper. I think like 15 or 16 pounds. So that's kind of what I averaged so far. Hopefully this one doesn't like blow me out of the water or something. I'm going to go ahead and show you my belly, and then I'm going to show you my little baby finds. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. You've probably seen this outfit on Instagram. This is like my favorite little outfit, but this is my 15-week belly. Let's see if I can move this chair out of the way. And I feel like I'm definitely carrying him pretty high. He's not like down here or anything. He's all the way up here. So this is where I feel the movements right there. But I can't lift up my shirt because it's a dress. But this is my 15-week belly. Technically it's my 16-week belly, but we'll just call it 15 weeks. 16-week belly. Here we go. I can't wait to show you guys all these little things that I bought. I've been like hoarding them in here so that I didn't forget to show you all. I literally feel like I need a bag to breathe in sometimes. Like I get so out of breath that I need to like hyperventilate into a bag or something. I don't know. One of the things that I bought is this little Paci clip. Now you might have seen this on Instagram if you follow me on there. I did like a little story on it. But I ordered these from Just So Crafty, and the So is S-E-W. I will link her Instagram below. But aren't these the cutest? So Cooper likes the Soothies. Carter liked the Ma'am, M-A-M Pacis, but the Soothies only have the little holes, so you can't like put a little, some of those have like those little snaps or whatever. Well, the snaps won't fit through the Soothie hole, so you have to have these little strings. And I'm just figuring if this one is anything like Cooper, he's gonna like the Soothies better. So if he doesn't, this can still be used with all the other Pacis, but that's why I got this one. But look how cute this is. These are like almost, they're like those teething beads, you know, if you've seen those like little teething necklaces and stuff like that. They're very like rubbery, they're silicone, so they're so like squishy almost, not like too squishy, but they just feel good. And then they've got the little clip to clip onto their onesies. I bought one for the new baby, and then I bought one for Cooper. Cooper loves his. I think he loves the fact that it's attached to him. And I know that, you know, it's not like Paci clips are like some brand new invention, but these are just so much cuter than the Paci clips like at the store. They're kind of cheesy, and these are just like adorable. So I think, I want to say these were like $11 or something. So reasonably priced, and the shipping was really, really quick. So if you're having a baby, expecting a baby, or need like a shower gift, these are an adorable, definitely usable gift. So I really recommend those. I'm probably gonna order some more before he gets here. And Cooper will probably end up using that one because there's no telling, we end up losing Paci stuff all the time. Right, so I got this little Best Baby Bro onesie. This is a 6 to 12 months, and I got this at Old Navy for like $2. $2. Can you believe that? There was only like 2 of these left, and they were sitting there. They were not like on a little, they didn't have a clearance tag on them, and I took it to the register, and the girl was like, yeah, they're $2. And I thought, okay, I'll be taking that. So, and then the day that I found out he was a boy, of course I had to pick up something. Now, you would think like, oh my gosh, she has 2 boys already. She probably has enough hand-me-downs. That is not really true. Boys are, and I'm sure girls are too, are so hard on clothes. And then the styles kind of change, and I don't want, just because I've had boys before, all of my boys, you know, Cooper and then this one, to be in hand-me-downs. It's not really fair, kind of, in my opinion. So I have a few things that I've kept like in each size, and you know, the seasons change and stuff, so I might have some from, you know, that Carter wore that won't work for this baby and stuff like that. So I definitely have a few things, but not as much as you would think, just because they get stained and the seasons aren't right, and the styles are just changing and stuff like that. So I really don't have that much stuff, and I'm sure that other moms with like multiples of the same gender child would agree with me that you don't like keep a whole bunch of things. So on the day that we found out he was a boy, I grabbed these at Old Navy, and I'm really into neutral colors. I don't really like huge bright colors, which is pretty obvious probably in the things that I wear. Occasionally I'll like throw in some bright colors and stuff, but for babies I just love these little neutral colors. This says 1, 2, 3 mommy loves me, and it's got this little sheep on there, and then this one is just a little gray polka dot, and then this one has the little sheep jumping over the fences. It's just so cute. So I got these in a size 0 to 3 months with a long sleeve because my due date is March 6th. However, I am planning for this baby to probably be here at the end of February. Cooper was a little over 2 weeks early, so I am definitely planning on this one probably being here at the end of February, which is still kind of cold here. So I did get some long sleeve stuff in the 0 to 3 months. Newborn, I pretty much skipped the newborn size because my boys, well, Carter was 7'10", Cooper was 7'1", and so I'm assuming this baby is going to be around 7 something as well. And it just, the newborn, like they use them for like a week and then they're already like out of them. So it just kind of seems like a waste of money to me when they can just wear 0 to 3 months, unless they're tiny. So, you know, if they are, we'll cross that road whenever he gets here. But here's the other one that I got, and how cute is this? It's got the little bear and his little paw prints, and it's like a periwinkle blue, and then it comes with the little pants, and these have the tiny little brown bear with the paw prints on them. Oh, it's just so cute. It's so cute. So whenever I see cute boy things, I have to grab it because cute boy things are a lot harder to find than cute girl things. So I thought those were adorable. And then a few other things that I found at Target on clearance right now. That is like my favorite way to shop, is the Target clearance, because by the time the baby gets here, the stuff that's on clearance right now is going to be usable whenever he gets here, and this stuff was so cheap. It was so cheap. So hopefully if you're expecting a baby or you know someone who is, you can run out and buy these. These are the little Cat and Jack leggings. I got them all. I got 3 pair. I got them all in 0 to 3 months because after that it's going to be hot here. So I figured he'll probably wear these for a little while and then that's it. But I could not pass these up for $1.48. It used to be $5, which still in itself is not very much, but $1.48, like that's insane. So I grabbed these two. These have these little lions on them. And I think Cooper has a pair of these that are like a bigger size that he can wear in the winter. But $1.48 for those. And then these right here, these are just black and white, almost like a tribal print kind of. And these were $1.48 too. That's just crazy to me. The last thing that I got from Target as well is this little outfit right here. Now, I almost bought this for Cooper a while back, and if they had this size for Cooper, I would have gotten him some too, but they were out. I'm not as crazy about this one as I am. I really like this one. I think that's very cute. And this one was just kind of like a bonus little extra that I'm sure he's gonna wear too, because I love these little one-piece rompers in the summer. You just don't have to mess with both like a short, like shorts and a top. I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy. But this whole set, like the set for the two of them was $3.88. $3.88 for 2 really nice like little romper things. That's just insane to me. So if you're expecting a baby, I highly recommend checking out Target's clearance. And I've kind of been like stalking their clearance every time I go in there just to make sure that they don't have anything that I want. And I got this in a size 3 to 6 month because that will be like the summertime for us. So yeah, those are just my baby buys so far. I've got a few things from like Once Upon a Child as well. I love to shop there, especially for like, I'd say like 0 to 3 months through, I don't know, maybe like 18 months, and then stuff gets really hard to find because kids are so hard on their clothes at that age. And then I also find stuff for Sydney there, but I didn't want to show you guys that stuff just because you can't go and buy that stuff, if you know what I mean. I wanted to show you things that you can go and buy if you're interested. I could do like a whole separate thrift shopping video, which I think would be really fun. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I can include like that Once Upon a Child stuff if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in seeing some of that stuff, I usually will post like Instagram stories on it. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you do so. So yeah, I hope that I covered everything. I feel like I had a lot to say about these past 5 weeks, and I know this is probably going to be a very long video, but now I'm really hungry and super out of breath, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.